The BIM, building information modeling, is different things to different people. That's okay, but there are certain objectives and characteristics of BIM. What is happening in the industry is the practitioners more looking into how to make use of the tools and the technology and developing the standardization. In that case, if we consider standard is very as important factor, then we have already one standard, that is ISO 19650. We have part 1 and 2 primarily. Part 1 is talking about the glossary, the terminology which is included, and the part 2 is about delivery page of assets. And in the delivery page of assets, we have nearly 8 subsections. Are you able to see? This is my notes. We have 8 subsections, starting from assessment and need, invitation to tender, tender response, appointment, mobilization, collaborative production of information, information model delivery, and project closeout. If you want to go in depth about these 8 sections, we do have subsections also. Let's jump into the first one, assessment and need. Really, what is happening in this ISO 19650 documentation is, at each and every stage of the project, we are going to create some documents which are going to agreed in between, say, no matter either a contractor, a consultant, or a stakeholder, or a subcontractor. Everybody will be agreeing upon some contracts, right? That everything will be documented digital with the help of this ISO 19650. To document that, is there any certain procedure we have to follow? Yes, there is. That is explained in the standard. Now I am going to let you know some of the steps involved, the documents involved in the assessment and need. First one, projects information requirements. Everybody should have a clarity and understanding that what is the requirement, what is the information requirement related to the project. These people call PIR. Then project information delivery milestones. Definitely, if you are saying a project means which is having a start and end, right, there will be delivery, right, and the milestone is very important when you will be delivering that. That is, and the project information standard. Everybody do follow the standards in the project, right? Not people are doing just like that. That too, it is a BIM, building information modeling. We have to follow the standard. And it will be talking about project information production methods and procedures, how we are going to produce the information and how we are going to share that information. After that, we have project reference information and shared resources. Then projects common data environment, CDE, very very important. Do you heard about CDE or no? Common data environment, it is very very important. In the coming lectures we will cover that for sure. And the project information protocols, everything included, whatever so far I read, those are all comes under assessment and need. If you say in the general terms, assessment and need, what is the meaning of assessment, what is the meaning of need? It is very clear, right? Whenever you are coming up with a project, then first people will try to understand, is there really a need of this project? What is that need? They do preliminary studies and they assess that. That's come under this assessment and need, ISO 19650 part 2. Then when we move on to second thing, invitation to tender. Under this invitation to tender also, we will be developing more information, the more data and more digital documentation. It is about appointing parties, exchange information requirements. Exchange information requirements, people call it as EIR in BIM terms. And we do have organizational information requirements, OIR, asset information requirements, AIR, project information requirements, PIR, and then appointing party information requirements. It will be consistent the BIM goals and uses. Let me tell you a very important thing. What is appointed party and appointing party, lead appointed party? Actually, everything is present in the BIM ISO 19650 part 1 actually. It is talking about that. whatever the acronyms I am just using here, EAR, OIR, AIR, PAR, everything is already well described in the ISO 90 part 1. That is a standard, this is not a textbook. So the technology will be like that only, and it is somewhat difficult to understand in the first instance. But if you contact anyone who is already working in the BIM projects and who is having a good knowledge, then they will be able to explain you very clearly. Same thing I also will be explaining, but in the later videos. Now where are we? Yeah, appointing parties information requirements will be consisting BIM goals and uses. Then level of information requirements, that is about LODs and LOI. And acceptance criteria for each information requirement, supporting information, delivery milestones, appointing party, and key decisions. Then we have assemble reference information, shared resources, tender response requirement and evaluation criteria, and compile invitation to tender information. Whatever so far I read and explained a little bit comes under invitation to tender. What is this in a general terms? See, after deciding once, yes, you have to build this, we have to go for this project, then we have to invite people for tendering, right? And that is dealing with this. Then we have tender response. Once we issue the invitations to come to the tender, then people will do respond, right? That is tender response. In this case also we are going to really develop, prepare digital documents, information. Mainly it consists of delivery teams, pre-appointment BEP. What is BEP? The BIM execution plan. If you are a BIM aspirant or if you are working in the BIM field, means you should be aware of BEP. You should be able to create it. I mean, it needs much level of knowledge, experience also, and clarity is very important. After that, assess the task team capability and capacity. It is very important. Say for example, you have a team which on which you are believing that yes, these people can do this task. You have to assess that. Then delivery team's mobilization plan. What is meaning of mobilization? Supporting. What if someone keeps on leave? What if something happens to someone? Who is going to take the project? How you will be managing that? And delivery team's risk register. How we are mitigating the risks? How we are dealing with the risk? Everything will be documented. Then compile delivery team's tender response, activities for tender response. It is all about whatever so far I read, all about tender response.